So let us start by understanding what all we do and why do we do it. So you see, you like you like to do things which makes you happy, right? So you eat good food, you drive in a good car, live in a good house, you study. Even though you study you and struggle, you do it basically because you want to learn. Now, why you want to learn? Because parents told you. Why your parents told you is because they want you to become successful person. They want you to become somebody with either who has a good name or who has lot of money or fame or who is just leading a good life. you know so we all do things, this thing. So you may eat ice cream, you may eat nice food, you know you may eat a nice home cooked food, or you may go out and eat some junk food, you know and or see a movie. you know Everybody does that. So why we do all those things, right? Because we like them, right? So what do you mean by like them? like means like means what? We just want to do it for the sake of doing it? We like it? No, we like it because if I eat good food, it makes me feel happy. I feel happy. you know if I am looking at a nice movie, I feel happy about it. If I have lot of money, I feel happy about it. Okay, so we are all doing things which makes us happy. you know so everything which we are doing is to make us happy. We don't do anything which makes us sad, until unless why we do a mistake. Okay, so we don't do anything why we make us sad. We don't go and put our hand in boiling water, because it will hurt us, right? So we don't do anything which hurts us. We do only things which makes us happy. So even if I know you're a good person, but even if you look at bad people, they also do bad things not because they like doing bad things. Okay, nobody likes to do anything which anything. Okay, people do things because they want to be happy. So let's say if somebody is there, he's stealing, he's stealing money. Okay, he's stealing money because he needs money. His method is wrong, but of doing stealing is wrong. Okay, but the reason he is doing stealing is because he wants to be happy. Even a terrorist who is killing people, who's going around killing people, which is very bad. Okay, he's doing that because he wants to be happy, either in this life or after this life. He wants to be happy. So bottom line is that we all want to be happy. So all we are doing things in our life is because we want to be happy. Okay, so that is something number one. What is that? We all want to be happy, and everything which we do is to make us happy. you know Even if your mother makes two things, something which makes you happy, she is happy because you are happy. Okay, so at the end of the day, if your mother is unhappy that you are happy, then she won't do it, right? She is doing something good for you, struggling, doing cooking and everything is only because she wants to be happy herself, and her happiness is by seeing her kids happiness also. Okay, so as I just said, we all want to be happy, and all things we do is happy, whether we good people, bad people, anybody you see in the world, even an animal. Okay, he is not doing anything to harm himself. Okay, so that is the basic principle. you know we may say, so instead of, so we have to change our view of the world. Okay, is that, look, everybody wants to be happy. So we should separate the act from the person first of all. Okay, people want to be happy. They are not, even if they are doing wrong things, it is because they want to be happy. I think recognizing that fact is very important. That means at one level we all are same. We all want to achieve the same goal, whether it is an Indian or some other people belong to some other country, an American. Okay, you want to be happy. Whether you are poor or rich, you want to be happy. Whether you are rich and famous but not so rich and famous. You want to be happy. Whether you're a small boy or a old person, we all want to be happy. Okay, even the people who are doing religious things, they may they may not eat something, but that makes them happy. You know, so basically, at one level, all of us, all the living beings, if you say, you know, all the living beings, they want to be happy. There is not a single living being who wants to be unhappy. And even the so-called people who wants to be unhappy is because deep down in them, that so-called act of cruelty or act of barbarism or terrorism or whatever, stealing, is gives them uh, inner happiness at one level or the other. So it is our basic nature. So it is the base. Some rule. So one thing is that it's our basic nature to be happy. Now, with that we have to see why. So instead of just saying this person is doing wrong or right, we need to understand why is that this thing. Why is this person doing it? He wants to be happy. Then why is he stealing? Right. So that brings in some compassion also. Right. We can see that, okay, feel compassionate about others. Although this person, okay, why is he has to go do and do this thing? It's all result of not either a situation, and second, not having the right understanding. Okay, so we have to understand what is the right understanding, how to look at the situations. So we will do that later on. For now, let us just see that we all want to be happy. So what is this happiness? You know, happiness is therefore a basic trait of a living being. That means it's one of our properties. It's our gun to be happy. You know, it's not something different. It's not an alien thing. You know, and it is also written that in the books that actually and I don't want to go to this detail, but it is written that we should be happy all the time. You know, but before we go into look into that any of those things, let us look at one more thing. Okay, what is it that we are doing which makes us happy? You know, so if you see, people are doing different things. Somebody is having yummy food, some junk food, some homemade food or nicely made food. They are happy with it. You know, some people is happy eating spicy food. Some people like spicy food. Some people like sweet. You know, only they don't like spicy food. They like less spicy. Some people like one kind of food, another kind of food. Some people are happy by not eating because, let's say, if you see this, you know, all these film actors and models, they eat very less. They starve actually, so that because they want to remain thin. So the being thin gives them happiness because that leads them to look very good. So nice slim figure. So they don't eat. So even though they would want to eat, but they don't eat. So they have some other thing which is giving them happiness. And food is, if they eat food, they will feel miserable. I ate one samosa today and I'm going to get 100 grams of weight and it is not good. So if they eat even the yummy food, it will not register in their brain as yummy food. You know, it will go as a torture to them. Okay, and there's so many other things. You can some people may like sports. You know, some people may not like sports. So for some people, sport gives happiness. For some people, sport doesn't give happiness. You know, and every area you can think, for everything in the world, you will. So as you can see, it is for everything which we are doing, which you see, which gives one person happiness may not give somebody else happiness, and it can. I mean, some people like sports, for example. Some people don't like sports. So for them, okay, what is this you are doing? If you WWF, you see some people, you like them. You know something about what is this? Are they like mad animals doing something? So what does all of this mean? This means that the activity which we are doing, whether it is eating some food, whether it is playing, whether it is doing a business, whether it is becoming famous, you know. Some people don't want to be famous. Okay, man, I don't want to be in limelight. Please don't disturb me. Let me live peacefully. Okay, so whatever we are doing, you know, in life as an activity actually is different than happiness. You know, for as I told you, we all are same at one level. You know, uh, same doesn't mean I don't say we are one. Yeah, I'm saying we are similar. Like it's like two things, like two apples. They are two different apples, but they are look similar. Okay, so same thing. We are same at one level. Who all want to be happy, but the external things which gives happiness uh, actually is different. You know, so what does that mean? Either two things, either different thing makes different people happy, you know, or uh, or basically the external thing is nothing to do with actually happiness. It is what we are believing, what we are thinking inside, you know. Us is what basically makes us happy. So you just think about it. At different times in your life you would have liked something, and later on in your life you have not liked it, you know. Let's say you used to like one flavor of ice cream, you know, and later on you found some other flavor and you like that flavor better, you know. Or you like to go to one place for picnic, later on you don't like that place for go for picnic and you want something. Or you wanted some kind of dress at one point, now you want a different kind of dress. So what does that mean? I mean, it's not that that dress is an absolute, or that can give you all the time happiness. So happiness therefore is not what we are doing or what we are seeing outside. Happiness is what is happening inside us, you know, inside our mind, and what is sometimes some people call, you know, I'll talk about it, soul also. So what is happening inside you is what makes you unhappy or happy. It has nothing to do with the external thing. External thing is just a connection to that. So if you are internally you want like to live life like something, then you do that externally, you know. So what is happening is internally is what the real happiness is. So what does that mean? Having money in itself is not happiness. Having fame in itself is, fame means becoming popular like a movie star, super hit movie star. Okay, it is not it is not the happiness. What is happiness is what is inside you, right? What is that you are feeling inside you makes you happy or unhappy. You know, sometimes let's say you are ready to eat something, and you like it also, and suddenly you hear some news, you know. So let's say uh, you like your famous movie star died, you know, and you are going to eat some food. So you may not be so much interested in food, you may start crying, you know, and then food no longer sound good, tasty to you, right? So or some problem occurred outside the house and you are scared. So even though you are eating, you will not enjoy that food. So outside things have nothing to do. It is what is happening inside you is basically makes you happy or unhappy. That is rule number 2, okay, which we have learned now. Third thing is the whatever we are doing outside is actually we are very ficklish if you see in our thoughts. One moment we want to do one thing, second moment we want to do something, third moment we want to do third thing, fourth moment we want to do other thing. So all these external things, they don't give you that happiness. So people, let's say I know, like they will buy a car every week. One car they bought, okay, nice Mercedes, they will buy one model, I like this. After 1 week they'll get bored, they want another car, they will change it, right? Same thing if I give you the same food for let's say you like South Indian food. So if I give you South Indian food for 2 days, okay, after 2 days, oh man, I cannot eat South Indian, I have it enough, I want dal roti, okay, or I want North Indian food. So and then after some, if you eat for 2-3 days, then you will again get bored, say no, I want Chinese now. So you're changing, you're moving from one place to another, you know. So what does that mean? All the happiness which we are experiencing today, you know, it is very, very short lived. It is not permanent, you know. Everything which we are seeing outside, which is giving us happiness, it gives you happiness for a few minutes, maybe an hour or so, and then it goes away. As long as the event is gone. And that same thing may not give you the happiness outside. You know, it is as if this is what we got outside actually just a curiosity. Okay, it is not a real happiness, because if it was real happiness, then it should last longer, na? It should continue. If you really got something and you're happy about it, then nothing should be able to change that. It should be able to continue forever, or for a long time. So, so all the things which we are seeing external, the third thing is that what we are seeing external, they only give you momentarily things. So now we need to figure out, is it possible to get a more longer term happiness? Can we be in a situation whereby if I do something X or I don't do some Y, कुछ मैं करूँ, or whether I do something or not do something, then can it make me happy in a way that I can be happy for a long time, maybe like for months or days or whatever. So we need to figure that part out, and it is a good idea to have those things. Okay, so we need to go after things which makes us so number one, we discovered we all want happiness. Number two, all these external things are not making us happy. What is inside us is only making us happy. And third is that the happiness what we are getting also from these things is not long term. It's a small here and there we'll get, and we have to even seize it a real happiness, because if it is real, then it should last longer term, but it is not lasting. So we need to look at that also. Okay, and now let us look at some of these idol guys we have, whom we think are my idol. So you may have your idol as some movie star, or some famous businessman, or a scientist, or a sports guy. They also, I think, not very different from us. I don't think like all these actors are also like happy for a very long time. I don't think they're happy ever, full time. Ever means like for very long period they're always happy. They're also fighting. You see, most of the movie stars have a lot of problems in their personal lives. So it may look glamorous, but it is not. Even sports people have same thing. Businessmen keep on working towards getting more and more money. No matter how much money they have, it is not satisfying for them. So that means they're not happy, na? If they're happy, then why would they go and keep on earning more money, right? That means now they're happy. That happiness is not permanent or not complete, right? So they want more and more of it to make them happy, right? So that's what, right? If you keep on eating till you are satisfied, right, with the food. Until you are not satisfied, you may want more and more of that. So same thing here. So that means even the so-called idols which we have made for ourselves, and the targets they have set for themselves are really not the right thing. They don't really from the absolute. Yes, they may give you some short-term happiness. They will definitely give you short-term happiness, but will they give you long-term happiness or not? So now we need to look at it. So even the idols we have doesn't seem to be the right idol, people. They cannot be the right idols if we are really want to become happy in our life. So just imagine yourself, what if you are happy all the time? It will be so wonderful. Nothing will change. Nothing. So when you mean all the time, means nothing can disturb you. It doesn't matter at that point what is happening around you at one level. You will remain happy. And why you will remain happy? Because it is your nature. If it is my nature to be happy, then there is no reason why I should not be happy all the time. Why we have to think otherwise, that okay, only when I do something then I will be happy, only when I do that I will be happy, or I don't do this I will be happy. If it is in my nature to be happy, then I should be happy all the time. you know. So that means whatever I'm doing outside, there's something going wrong there, you know. Whatever I'm doing, something going wrong. So I think two three things are going wrong. Number one is we are confused, we are looking at the wrong things, we are not thinking about being happy, we are just looking at things which we think makes us happy, so called things makes us happy, and then we are just working towards that. We are not taking time to understand about ourselves, and that it is that I should always be happy. Why do I have to make an effort to be happy? If it's in my nature to be happy, then I'm happy. If let's say it is your nature that you look beautiful, you don't have to do anything to look beautiful, na? You're already beautiful, right? So, so if it's in our nature, then it is there, you know. It should always be there. So that means we are doing something which is kind of not letting our true nature come out, you know. That means in the current state we are not living according to our true nature, you know. So we need to understand, find out what is our true nature, you know, and then see what to do. Okay. So first of all, let us see. I mean, I don't know what is our true nature. Like you don't know what is your true nature, how to go about it. So now, what do? We need to find somebody, you know, who has actually understood this, you know, who have been in a situation whereby they are happy all the time. So, of all the people you know, I don't think anybody is of that nature. I don't think, as I said, any movie star or any sports person or anybody whom you can think around looks to be of that nature, you know. I mean, I read like somewhere they say कि Mahavir Bhagwan, Mahavir Bhagwan is a Jain god. Okay, Jain is we are Jains. Okay, so Mahavir Bhagwan is our god. You know, so he attained what is called infinite peace and happiness. You know, Anant Sukh. It's in Hindi or Sanskrit. You know, or Prakrit, whatever, right? Anant Sukh, right? So he attained what is called Ananta Sukh. Sukh means happy, right? Sukhi means happy. So you are happy all the time. Anand means infinite. So, and all the time, you know. So he attained a state whereby he was happy all the time, you know. So so looks to me, I think we have been having wrong idols. We have been following wrong people. We really need to look at it, whom to follow, you know. We are not here to compare different religions. Okay, our goal here is, so to me, a person who is happy with somebody, he is not dependent on me, and he is not dependent that anybody has to follow him. He doesn't care, you know, at one level, but he is happy. So what can we get from such a person, idol? I mean, he doesn't have to come and give you anything, but the most important thing which you can get from him is understand what he has said, understand how he became happy, understand what is true happiness, understand what is our true nature, you know, and what is a way how we can achieve that, you know, with how we can achieve that, how did he achieve, and all those things. So we are going to now go about and look at it and try to come up with a way of answering all these questions. Okay, and in between I am also going to teach you, like tell you about few things which are slightly off the tracks, but I'll try to continue on this. Okay, so let us summarize, let us see what we have got today. I think we have a lot of thinking to do. We have been just following others and not thinking. So number one, we need to we learned that we all want to be happy. Everybody in the world wants to be happy. So we are all same from that perspective. Number two, the external things doesn't seem to be giving us the happiness. What is happening inside us is giving us the happiness, you know, and these external things also giving us some transient happiness. So but being happy is our nature, so we should be able to get in, we should always be happy. It's our nature. It is not like something which really is like at one level to be achieved. It is there inside us, no? It's like not like I have to go out and take it from somewhere and put it inside me, right? It is already inside me. It's my nature. Okay, so then why? So it is not about going out and figuring it out. And number four is that we have found Mahavir Bhagwan as our idol, you know, and for that matter, any Jain Thankar as our idol, and we are going to understand, you know, how do we now become happy. Okay, so that is the goal, and then let us see, we'll explore that further. Okay, bye.